Morristown takes on Indian Hills. Valley, Mendham is the top seed in this group. Hi, everybody. I'm Mick Monaghan, joined by Jimmy Harrison. Glad you could join us tonight. And Jimmy, they have a little history, these two teams. They met during the regular season. Now, maybe Indian Hills won that matchup, but that was then, and this is now.
Well, Indian Hills would like to make it 2 in a row, but of course, Morristown, though, they won their first state tournament game ever. They're having their first winning season ever. So I don't think they're here to just drop off a Hallmark greeting card. They're here to do the business, Mick.
Tell you about some of the top performers I have an eye on here tonight. First off from Morristown, Allison Farrar is just a sophomore, but she already has over 100 career goals.
Ferreira, she'll be wearing number 5. She's also a point guard on the basketball team, one of the leaders on attack. But watch her dodge, watch her pass, but she's been known to finish from distance. She's a clinical finisher in the upper left and right-hand corners.
Now on the other side for Indian Hills, Natalie Carty is definitely the go-to girl on her way to Michigan. Already has over 130 points this year.
Well, Carty, she'll be wearing number 4, and she is on her way to Michigan, that first class ever recruited. And, of course, she loves to score, Mick, but watch her when she gets forward. She loves to assist. So one thing to keep in mind, she has tremendous vision, and she's looking all over the field. And then the old Who rockin' song that said, "I can see for miles," that pretty much sums it up for Carty.
Yeah, she's mobile. Well, there you go. So tonight, it is Indian Hills taking on Morristown. We'll come back for the opening draw and more as we continue with our coverage right here on Verizon, Fios One Sports Tonight. Welcome back to Indian Hills High School and Hank Faggio Field as we are set for the North Group 3 playoff, Morristown and Indian Hills tonight. This game brought to you by Watch ESPN. Live ESPN on your computer, tablet, and smartphone. Watch ESPN the other way to watch ESPN. Go to www.fiostvonline.com for details. Time now to give you the starting lineup for the Morristown Colonials as they come with a mark of 13-4. Brady and Maddie here will start along with Carolyn Hirsch and Sundin up front. In the midfield, O'Brien, Pereira, and Syverson. Defensively, Finnan, D'Antonio, Goldhirsch, and Blanchard. And in goal tonight, Sarah Langenall, who comes in with a mark of 12-4, 188 saves, and giving up 185 goals for her third-year head coach, Evan Mager. He is from Suffern High School, graduated there in 2006, and then played lacrosse at Fairleigh Dickinson. Lineup on the other side for the Braves of Indian Hills. Natalie Carty, Nicole Copita, and Marissa Capone up front with Murphy, Sparber, Addison, and Beezer in the midfield. Resto, Bacara, Polari, and Rickert on defense. Shannon Bremer will be in goal. She has a mark of 16-1, giving up 154 goals and 148 saves this year for her fifth-year head coach, Frank Carty. Graduate of Fairlawn High, where he played volleyball and lacrosse and then went on to graduate from William Patterson. Well, Jimmy, time for our Verizon 411 keys to the game tonight.
Watch for Morristown to try and score in transition, but they'll mix it up with a little settling, and you can see that they're going to have to take care of Carty and Copita. And Indian Hills, the flip side, they have a very speedy midfield, and they're going to have to play strong defense as well. They play man-to-man.
The officials for tonight's matchup, Matt Moscatello and Elise Short, as they will patrol the pitch tonight, so we're all set to go. Take a look at our last meeting. You'll see it was back on April the 12th. Indian Hills won that by the score of 20-12. Carty, Murphy, and Capone each with 5 goals. Allison Ferreira did have 5 in a losing effort for the Colonials of Morristown. Jimmy, 4-5 matchup tonight. It really should be a pretty entertaining game.
I think so, and I think the one thing that Morristown's going to have to contend with, they have a very speedy midfield. That's Indian Hills. But the important thing is the keepers, too, as well, and we're going to keep an eye on the draws. But Langenall and Bremer may make it closer than some people might think, so we'll keep our eye on that, too.
Syverson and Copita, pair of number 13s, will take this opening draw as we are set to go. Morristown in red, Indian Hills in the home white. Indian Hills is the 4 seed, Morristown the 5th seed, and the opening draw picked up at midfield. And here comes Indian Hills. Quickly it is Resto bringing it up the field. She's a defender, so she'll set up the attack and now vacate the area. As they'll go right to goal, shot and a score. Just like that, first goal of the game, scored by Erin Murphy, and it's 1-0. So Indian Hills gets a goal from Murphy. That is her 39th goal of the season and first tonight.
Erin Murphy coming wide and then going inside, the nice sidearm to the upper right-hand corner. And they break ice first, 1-0.
So Murphy gets the goal. The home team out front, and on the draw here, it's controlled once again by Indian Hills, and they'll look to quickly get it ahead. Murphy had to go off her stick, and it's coming back the other way. Here is Ferreira. Allison Ferreira draws the defense on her, and she'll take it behind the gauge to set things up. Hirsch sends it out to the right wing, and now we have a whistle. And I think we may have an offside coming here.
You're counting the number of players on the field.
It's exactly what our official, Elise Short, is doing right now, and it seems to be everything's in order, so they'll continue with the possession. And O'Brien cycles it back down low. Maddie here gives up for Ferreira. They'll cycle it back out top. Now Brady goes to the right side. They're going to keep it moving. Work for the best possible shot. They don't want to rush things, even though they're down by a goal here early. Morristown with the possession. Here's a nice pass inside, and it goes beyond the cage. Ground ball is going to be picked up by her. She will take a shot, and a nice save right there by Bremer.
Yeah, Bremer doing very well down below, and of course it looks like they're going to ride. That's Morristown. The Colonials are going to put a press on, trying to get the ball back.
So Bremer makes the save on Brady Herr, and she will clear this ball all the way out to midfield. Now on the far side, Indian Hills looks to get the attack going. And right down the slot, they won't get the shot away, though, as Erin Murphy takes behind the cage, and we have a yellow flag coming up. So it looks like Murphy was fouled en route toward the goal. We'll have a free position start coming up. This is Emily Addison. And Addison walks on in, shoots and scores. Addison with her 27th goal of the season, and just like that, it's 2-0 for Indian Hills.
Addison going right up the middle of the defense. Of course, that was a free position, but she took it all the way in and it got right over the keeper's shoulder. Not much you could do about it right there. Once again, Emily Addison faking left and going right, put it right over the keeper's head, actually.
So Addison gets the goal. Makes our score 2-0 for Indian Hills as they're off to a quick start. And once again, Syverson and Copita are set to go.
It's really critical right here that Morristown wins this to stay in this game. Of course, it's still early, but they need to keep getting some possession.
Draw going to be controlled near midfield, but it looks like a push will be called against Copita. And Morristown puts it in play. So along the far side, the quick run here. They'll set it up behind the cage.
Well, Addison, that was nice. Trying to test to see if she get right through the defense and very calmly held onto it.
Syverson tries to pass on the far side. It's going to go close to the out-of-bounds line and kept in nicely. So Sundin does a nice job of hanging on to it. And now Ferreira works the offense on the left wing. Megan Syverson had 45 goals this year. Works out top. We'll cycle it back down low behind the goal. Maddie here finds Syverson on the left wing. As soon as she approaches near the top of the arc, she draws two defenders. gives up here for Ferreira. Ferreira takes on 2, and she is hammered, and that's going to be the call.
Good stuff from Ferreira there, drawing that foul. She'll get a free position here. And the one thing that's really important, we talked about it at the outset, she could nail these, so keep your eye on it.
Ferreira has the free position. Shoots against Bremer. Bremer already with one big save tonight. Shot and score. 55th goal of the season for Ferreira. Makes it a 2-1 game.
Allie Ferreira.
Morristown's on the board.
I was going to say, it's like she's very comfortable hitting a 3 in basketball that time with the free position right up the middle again. Some very good speed, and that goes in the upper right-hand corner into the attic.
So the last 2 goals scored on the free position variety. And the lead of Indian Hills is now cut in half.
Well, that's really critical for Morristown to get on the scoreboard, not to let it run away.
This time, Syverson commits the infraction. So Kopita will start the action right at midfield for Indian Hills. They lead it by a score of 2-1. And Kopita passes ahead on the wing. Sets up Capone and a goal. Just like that, they get the ball back to Kopita. Played a little give and go, and it's 3-1. Indian Hills.
Kopita showing why she is so dangerous here. Nice feed from Componi, and there it is in the upper right-hand corner. Nice cut by Kopita. Watch the timing of the run as she arrives there, and again, no mistake about it. No one in front of her to stop that shot.
Kopita gets her 74th goal of the season, first of the night, and a 3-1 lead for Indian Hills. Syverson tries to sky for this one, but it's taken away quickly by Lacara. And Lacara looks for a trailer, throws it back. Now the offense with Addison. Sets up down behind the cage. Capone, who had the assist on the last goal, starts on the left wing. Kopita looks for a cutter in front. Defense doing a nice job of keeping her outside the arc.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit better, but again, the team speed, and there are at least 5 or 6 girls out there that are having trouble tracking, Mick, and sometimes when they turn, you can see the evidence of being left in the dust, unfortunately, for Morristown.
They try to set up Kopita in front. It bounces, and it's swept away by Ferreira, and Ferreira looks to come out quickly to Brady here. And she is fouled right near midfield.
Good killer pass there from Ferreira. As you can see, Brady just about to get into the midfield.
So Brady Hare works on the left wing. Her team is down by 2 goals. Opening half as we have 18:47 to play.
Yeah, Brady, one of the captains and a very good dodger with 42 goals on the year.
They'll take it out to the right wing and try to set it up with Syverson. Syverson had a stick check, and we have a foul called. I don't think it's going to be a charge. It's going to be on Indian Hills.
Look like a blocking foul right there, Mick.
So a free position for Syverson. She may take this right to the goal. She's got that goal scorer's mentality. Here's the shot, and a save made by Shannon Bremer.
Bremer, who started as a freshman last year, a bit of a baptism of fire, really doing well this year, especially shutting that free position down.
Try to clear this pass. It's deflected out of bounds, so Lacara had it deflected, and she'll put it in play once again right in front of us. Good defense, though, by Brady here. Lauren Lacara plays back in front of the goal, and they elect to run it out. Now quickly ahead. They'll take it behind the cage with Emily Murphy. Indian Hills taking its time as Capone works on the wing. They run cutters in front. Cardi cuts through, and as does Addison, and now we have a whistle, and I think we might have had a charge away from the ball.
Nice set play, though. It looked like the cutter was right on time, and they ran off a pick.
So an illegal screen, more or less, and it's coming back the other way with Amy Blanchard. Blanchard for Morristown. Runs to the near sideline, plays back for Ferreira, and there's an offensive foul. She charged. Drawing the charge was Nicole Copita.
And you can see right here, Allison Ferrer unable to stop, and she had her feet. That's a defense for Indian Hills.
Murphy throws the pass. Here's a shot and a save made by Langenal, and it comes back the other way. Good speed on the clear by Ferreira to bring it to midfield. And she is fouled right near the 50, and that's on Copita.
Ferreira very active there in a good battle between her and Copita, but Ferreira really doing some damage out of the defense into the midfield. Often her killer pass out of the midfield. Looks like another foul, Mick.
Well, you want to put a body on Ferreira. That's no doubt about that. Gives up for Brady here. Ferreira goes to the goal. I'll set it up behind the cage with Maddie here. So Maddie and Brady here play on the offensive attack.
Yeah, Maddie known for her play in the crease, so we'll keep an eye on that if she posts up there later.
Syverson and Ferreira work more out top now. Give it up on the wing for O'Brien. Casey O'Brien does have 37 goals this year. She gets it inside. Pass, shot, score. O'Brien the pass to Syverson, who gets her 46th goal of the season. Megan Syverson makes it a one-goal game. It's now 3-2 Indian Hills.
Classic draw and dish there. As you can see, Syverson eventually get there. Some very nice cradling, and there's Syverson cutting in front of the goalie. The quick stick, turn and shoot. Look at this, some real smooth stuff there. Runs right behind all the defenders. Syverson doing what she does best.
Nice pass from O'Brien. Makes the score 3-2, and now Morristown right back in this one with plenty of time. 15-17 to play in our opening half. Ground ball. This is controlled by Syverson. Syverson with 38 ground balls coming into tonight's game takes it right to the cage, wants to shoot, and she is fouled right near the crease.
Looks like the referee's going to have a serious warning, and there it is, a yellow card.
Looks like we'll take another look at this one.
You can see she's reaching twice into that sphere, and right on her head there, where you're not allowed to go, that 7-inch imaginary sphere where you're not supposed to put your stick.
So Lauren Lacara comes off. So the clock will be reset to 14:52 with the penalty as Lacara comes off. So the clock is reset. So it's a 2-minute penalty. So with the advantage here is Morristown. Puts them in a great position down by a goal, and a free position coming up here for Megan Syverson, who scored the last goal. So Shannon Bremer going to be tested. Syverson may take this right to the cage. So we are waiting the whistle. Megan Syverson is a sophomore. Had 4 goals in the first meeting between these two teams. Here's her shot, and a save made by Bremer.
I'll tell you what, oh, looks like another violation.
She was fouled again.
They're going to have to come in and do a little bit better dodging on this Shannon Bremer, because she's stopping everything up high.
Syverson will try once again. This time she goes low and scores. And we're tied up 3-3 on the free position goal by Meg Syverson. Second of the game and 47th of the season.
Well, it was tough to solve Bremer as of late, and of course that time she changed. Syverson decides to fake high and then go low, and that one to the right of her left foot.
And the penalty is non-releasable, Jimmy, so they'll still play with the advantage even though they have scored a goal.
Yes, that's critical right now, too, and I think they have a chance to take the lead. So this draw is really important.
Morristown has not led, and here is Syverson off the draw. Takes it right down the slot. She is tripped, and there's a whistle. So Syverson will shoot once again.
Megan Syverson lighting it up.
Another free position. They've had 5 tonight so far. Syverson, bounce, goes wide. The possession stays here as it's picked up by Sundin.
Still a good idea by Syverson to shoot at that far post. There she goes again.
Syverson throws it in front on a nice pass, turn around, and a score. Syverson sets up Maddie Hare for her 27th of the season, and for the first time tonight, Morristown has a lead of 4-3.
Well, we talked about at the outset about Maddie Hare and how dangerous the nickname would be, Crease Monkey. That doesn't sound very complimentary, but it is. And watch her just turn and shoot. Old school. And she get a little bit of a whack there. Watch again. Nice cut, turn, gets in there. The defender gets in there late. So they've turned the tables. That's Morristown Colonials.
So that's the second advantage goal scored by Morristown. And finally, this ball is going to be picked up momentarily by Indian Hills, and then it is Brady here who comes down with it, and she is fouled. How about Syverson? The last 2 goals and an assist on the last 3 unanswered goals by Morristown.
Right, just on fire. And of course, the other thing they're going to have to limit, that's Indian Hills, are these fouls. The penalties are really hurting them.
Sundin's pass was deflected. It's loose. Bremer goes back behind the cage to pick it up, and Maddie here is trying to stick check it away, and we have a call. It's going to be against Maddie